How do you go about setting goals? After only 4 months of starting Rasa Floors and having clarity on our sales goals, it was time to help the other 5 employees in our company establish their goals for their respective departments, which was customer service, accounts payable and accounts receivable. At the time it was 1 combined department, inventory and warehouse, and operations. At the time, our 5 employees ran these areas. And unlike the salespeople who have very clearly defined, measurable, believable, and achievable written goals, these 5 other team members had no such thing. I was determined to help each of them craft out some specific, clearly defined, measurable, believable, achievable, written goals. So, I invested 2 months of my time sitting with each of them individually, working with each of them, gaining their input and assistance in identifying areas that we could measure that were all in line with the overall company's goals. Finally, in early December, after much work, we collectively arrived at a place where everyone now had clearly defined, measurable, believable, achievable, written goals for the following year. This was a long time ago. If myself and the other 1 junior salesperson in training reached our respective sales goals and the other 5 employees all reached their respective goals that we had just created, then we were bound to reach our company-wide goal for that year. So we were really excited about this. Our primary goal at the time was to build enough long-lasting relationships to where we would be blessed and successful in installing 2,307 apartments during the course of the entire year, which equated to 509 installations per quarter, 169 installations per week, and an average of 7 installations per day. Each order, keeping in mind, was called into our office one at a time by our clients. This was before the cell phone was invented and before email was even invented. And we had no business at the time because we had just opened for business, which meant we had no installation technicians. We had hardly any inventory in the warehouse either. But we had a plan and we had huge passion and a determination. So I thought about this long and hard on how I could possibly motivate our small team to create such an atmosphere that would drive everyone to reach and or beat their individually defined, measurable, believable, achievable, written goals. And then it came to me. So I went out to work that weekend, long to prepare for the next weekly staff meeting. I walked into the meeting wearing a head-to-toe banana yellow, one-piece 1970s ski jumpsuit. You see, I love to snow ski, and it brought so much joy to virtually everyone who's ever experienced riding up the ski lift and getting on top of this big ski mountain. It created a sense of adventure and it fulfilled my soul. So that was my passion. So I wore that day my ski boots, my ski hat, my goggles, my mittens, my turtleneck, and I held my skis on my shoulder on one hand and my ski poles on the other hand while I wore my ski boots in my full-length yellow banana 70s one-piece ski outfit. Everyone looked at me in the meeting like, what the heck is Rasa up to now? I pulled off my ski goggles, put them up over my hat, and I looked at everyone and I said, let me remind everybody here that you all know what your individually defined, measurable, believable, achievable, written goals are. And now I have an exciting announcement to share with you. And that's the end of part 1. So you'll have to come back next week to hear part 2. All right, have a great week. Make good choices out there.